what's up everybody? Gonna do a classic rock reaction, man. This is a complimentary quad, and it's featuring the music of southern rock band Blackfoot. I've done Blackfoot in the past, I believe, spread out over 2, perhaps 3 quads. It's taken me back and it's lost in the ether of the 650 reactions I've done. So if there's a little bit of overlap, you're gonna have to pardon me. So we're gonna start off with a song called Train Train, followed by Left Turn on a Red Light, followed by Spendin Cabbage, and finally Highway Song. So man, before I pop this off, I just want to give a shout out and a thanks to Akachita. Akachita, thank you man, I appreciate the recommendation. Thanks very much for keeping me on track on my southern rock quest, one of my New Year's resolutions. Can you believe we're into July already? It feels like yesterday I was just saying, yeah man, I want to focus more on the psychedelic and the southern rock genres, and here we are in July. What the hell? Anyway, so Akachita's got a note. He said, hey brother Wayne, I just want to thank you for doing all the southern rock requests I've sent your way so far, and to also say that I'm very happy you've enjoyed them. That being said, here's another southern rock request that I think you're really going to dig. This is Blackfoot. Excellent. Thanks man, I appreciate it. So let's hit up our first track, and that being Train Train. Akachita's also got a Tommy Bolin reaction for me, man. That's coming up on the 1st of August. I'm really looking forward to that shit. I like that young man very much. You know that, don't you? Alright, so let's get this shit, man. Blackfoot, Train Train. Let's get it. Nice. That was excellent. Cheers to that intro. I know this song, man. I don't know if this is the version, but I know the song. I can't think of who I can't remember. Yeah, this isn't the version I know. Good stuff. Outstanding. That was excellent, man. Right on. Train, Blackfoot. Off the top of my head, y'all, I can't tell you how I know Train. Who might have covered it, if these guys are the originals. I can't tell you, or if it's the other way around. Familiarity with the song, but not the origins, that's frustrating when it happens like that. But hey, great song, great jam. Love the two solos. You got the guitar, you got the harmonica going on. Fantastic, man. Southern rock sound. Yeah, immediately this takes me back to my dad. It takes me back to all of the exposure I had as a kid, unbeknownst to me, of how deep it would stay anchored to my psyche. It's only now, but I visualize him and his friends. I mean, a shit ton of his friends from camp. Sometimes he would bring all of these cats home. They were welder pipe fitters and all of those type of guys, and they were all in what they called pods, and he would bring his whole pod home. And sometimes there's like up to 30 of them, and they come from everywhere, man. All over the US, all over Canada, all over lots of European countries, and especially lots of Caribbean countries as well. It was just a mixed bag of guys, man. And they all had different music, and they all had different stories to tell and shit. It was the coolest shit. I wish that I had actually sat and hung out more. Yeah, I had things going on. I was 10, 11, 12 and all that stuff. I had girls to chase. I had my boys to go hang out with. Going swimming was the big thing, especially in the summer. And it was really, really great exposure with all of the music. Listening to Southern rock, I realized not only Southern rock, but I was exposed to all kinds of different things. The Dylan thing was a big one for me when I sat and I said, how is it that I recognize, and I can almost literally sing along with all of the Dylan stuff and the Dead. And Jeff Beck was a big one for me, and some Jethro Tull. So where it's coming from is from my dad's side, coming from all of, not only him, but all of his friends. So yeah, man, that was really, it's really, really something. So Southern rock has that moment, that place for me. It takes me back to that. Okay, enough bantering. Where the hell? Okay, I didn't even start reading yet. See, I lost my way. All right, so let's do this, man. Let's get a little familiar with Blackfoot, just a little intro, and then we'll hit up some song details. Southern rock. I could sit and listen to this shit all day. Blackfoot. Blackfoot's an American Southern rock band from Jacksonville, Florida, formed during 1969. They primarily play with a Southern rock style. They are also known as a hard rock band. The band's classic lineup consisted of guitarist and vocalist Ricky Medlock, guitarist Charlie Hardrett, bassist Greg T. Walker, and drummer Jackson Spires. That's a great name, Greg T. Walker. I wouldn't mind having that name, man, Greg T. Walker. Reminds me of my very, very oldest subscriber and patron, George Walker. George is 93. All right. They had a number of successful albums during the 1970s and early 1980s, including Strikes in 79, Tomcattin in 1980, and Marauder in 1981. Train. This song was written by bluegrass and Delta blues musician Shorty Medlock, the grandfather of this band's frontman, Ricky Medlock. Okay. The song is best remembered for its harmonica intro, performed by Shorty, which mimics the sound of a steam locomotive blowing its whistle, pulling out of the station, and accelerating to full speed. The song is about a man whose lover is leaving town on a midnight train to Memphis, who decides to follow her there. He may even be intent on taking the same train, but the lyrics aren't clear about this. Before founding Blackfoot, Ricky Medlock was also an early member of Lynyrd Skynyrd, a band he would rejoin later in his career. Okay. Yeah, I don't know specific details about the band members of Lynyrd Skynyrd. Even though they were, the Lynyrd Skynyrd actually was the very, very first artist of the month. And back in those days, when I first started my channel, I was picking the artist of the month at that point in time because I didn't have patrons established and we didn't have that relationship established yet. And so I was just basically saying, oh, well, a lot of people are, a lot of subscribers are recommending this. And so that's how I did it, right? And then it was, I think, 3 months in, that's when I started having the patrons choose the artist of the month. But Lynyrd Skynyrd was the very first artist of the month, and now it's been a while, so I can't recall the specific members. But I never knew this about the association between Blackfoot and Lynyrd Skynyrd. The song is about a man whose lover is leaving town. I read that. Okay. Right. A band he would join later in his career. Blackfoot also included drummer-singer Jackson Thunderfoot Spires, bassist-singer Greg T. Walker, and lead guitarist Charlie Hargrett. They had a number of hit albums, but proved to be more popular in Europe than in the US. Interesting. A southern rock band more popular in Europe than in the US. That's a very interesting thing that I gotta look into more. Blackfoot Strikes was their first platinum album and produced their only 2 US top 40 hits, Highway Song, which hit number 26 in September of '79, and Train, number 38 in December. That's the US top 40 charts. The group disbanded in the early 1980s, but have reunited a few times since then. The second time including all the original members except Medlock, who had rejoined Lynyrd Skynyrd. Spires died in 2005 of an aneurysm, leaving Walker and Hargrett as the only remaining original members. This song has been covered by hard rock band Warrant and even by Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton, wow. The version in my head is a gent singing. Somebody that goes back in time, somebody in the form of maybe like an Eric Clapton or a John Fogerty, somebody like that sang this tune. Anyway, I gotta look into that some more. All right, let's hit up our next one. Left Turn on a Red Light. All right, Blackfoot, Left Turn on a Red Light. Let's get it.
And my silver lining ride is right on time. And as I buy myself a one-way ticket for somewhere else on down the line, as I see the lonely faces of the people that will never come home, and when I stare time
funny how Southern Rock just puts me on that long ass highway, that road, that carefree highway. It's a freedom feeling. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's 9 o'clock at this old station. Once again, the ride is right on time. And as I buy myself another ticket long, somewhere else on down the line. Well, I'll always be a rambler with the ones I love always keep telling me. You stare too long in the mirror, son. Someday you'll be too blind to see. Oh, and now I'm stopping wondering about the time that she laid by my side. Now I know that I was right, and I finally realized I took a left turn on a red light. Whoa.
Excellent. They had everything in there, man. They had great guitars. They had a little bit of that twang. They had some really, really nice harmony with some backup singers and all that stuff. My adoration and respect for backup singers has shot through the roof ever since 20 Feet from Stardom, that documentary that I watched a week and a half ago. Even though I suffered a copyright strike, it's worth it, in a way, because it was such a great documentary. And sorry for those of you who waited too long to check it out. It's gone. It's been taken down. So what can I say? Southern Rock, this song, like I was saying, puts me on a nice open road, a long carefree highway, just driving. And whenever I listen to Southern Rock and it puts me on that road, you know what I think about right after that? I think about that beautiful, nice, long road trip that I had planned from Seattle all the way down to Florida. I had that planned last year, spring of 2020. I was talking about it. I was hyped. I think maybe I was talking too much about it. I was going to go all the way down, visit an old shipmate of mine, Jack, and then I was going to go see Kellen Rich, and then I was going to come up on the other side, and I was going to pop in and say hi to some of my old subscribers and a couple of my patrons along the way. That shit never happened. That's my biggest regret with the whole aura of starting this channel. If you were to ask me what's your biggest loss, your biggest regret, that's it. That I never had a chance to do that road trip. Anyway, Southern Rock, all of that stuff, it cascades into all of those thoughts and emotions. All right. So, I'm a little drunk, y'all. That's why I'm talking so much. I've been sucking back the sugarcane rum, and I'm feeling no pain. All right. Left Turn on a Red Light. Left Turn on a Red Light appears on Strikes. It's the third studio album by American Southern rock band Blackfoot. It was released March 7, 1979 through Atco Records. Recording sessions took place at Subterranean Studios in Ann Arbor, at Sound Suite Studios in Detroit, and at BJ Studios in Orlando. Production was handled by Henry Weck and Al Nally. The album debuted at number 183 on the Billboard 200 and later reached number 42. On April 18, 86, it has received a platinum certification status by the RIAA. It features two singles, Highway Song, reaching number 26, and Train Train reaching number 38. Train Train was originally recorded in 71 by Rick Medlock's grandfather, Shorty Medlock, and his daughter as Shorty Medlock and Mickey with the FLA Plowhands, and was the B-side of their If I Could Live It Over, I'd Be a Different Guy 7-inch single. The song was covered by country music legend Dolly Parton on her 1999 album The Grass is Blue, which won the 2001 Grammy Award for Best Bluegrass Album. Warren also covered the song on their 1990 album Cherry Pie. The song has appeared in the 2011 film Straw Dogs. Straw Dogs, 2011. No, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of, what's that movie called? Something Dogs. Dustin Hoffman is the husband. And is it Susan George? That's the wife? 2011 Straw Dogs. Was it a remake? What's that movie called? It was back in the 70s. Something Dogs. It was crazy controversial too. You know the scene I'm talking about. While he's out hunting, she's doing other things. Geez. It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to look it up later. It can't be the same movie, or unless it's a remake. Straw Dogs. Okay. Let it go. Alright. So, let's hit up our next track. That being Spendin Cabbage. Alright. Blackfoot. Spendin Cabbage. Let's get it. I like it already. I like how it starts out.
Well, I'm riding down this highway, oh Highway 95. Sometimes I don't know if I'm even dead or alive. And that is why I was born.
This dude's always on a damn highway.
And I got me no spending cabbage, and I sure do think this old world is cruel. Yeah, it seems like I've been here such a long time before. Used to be a free man, could knock on any woman's door. That's why I was born a rambling fool. And I got me no spending cabbage, and sure do think the world is cruel. Play it for me one time.
Is he on the run, or is he just down on his luck? His woman's like, hit the bricks, dude, you're no good, something like that.
And I got me no spending cabbage, trying to do things the world is cruel. Yeah. And I got me no spending guitar, trying to do things the world is cruel. Well, I got me no spending Cabbage. Child, you think this whole world is cruel.
Right on, man. What a great song. That had to have been a hit back in the day. That was excellent. That was excellent. It's funny, as I was thinking about, I got a Warren Haynes quad coming up. It's Jerry's quad on the Beyond Classic platform. And I was visualizing him singing it. You know, maybe part of the Allman Brothers. Fantastic song, man. It had to have been a hit back in the day. That was awesome. Spendin Cabbage. Spendin Cabbage. Yeah, but not a lot of information on it. Just a paragraph, that's it. So maybe it wasn't. And it's not song detail, it's album info. Alright. A hit to me anyway. So, Spendin Cabbage appears on Tom Catton. It's the fourth studio album of southern rock band Blackfoot, released in 1980. The album features Shorty Medlock on Fox Chase, grandfather of Ricky Medlock. While the album did not spawn any hit singles, it was enough to keep the band's devoted fan base loyal and strong. It remains a popular staple in Blackfoot's catalog. Okay. There's an AllMusic review here. But before I pop that off, give me a quick second. Someone's at my door. Okay, y'all. Yeah, so AllMusic review of Tom Catton. AllMusic review here by Eduardo Rivadavia. He says, Blackfoot's second major label effort, 1980s Tom Catton, continued pushing the envelope of southern rock, and despite the absence of an obvious hit, fans of the band's heavier aspirations weren't disappointed. As usual, the album opens at full throttle with Warped before finding a mid-pace groove on songs such as On the Run and Dream On. Gimme 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 is another stomper, and Every Man Should Know Queenie is probably the record's all-around highlight, thanks to its clever combination of slide guitar, tough riffs, and a catchy chorus. Save for its interesting harmonica, the ballad In the Night feels rather forced, but band leader Ricky Medlock is especially inspired on the bluesy hobo tale Spendin Cabbage. For the finale, the band once again calls upon Medlock's dad Shorty to introduce the barn-storming, double and tender-laden Fox Chase. Okay. Alright, and so that's the review from AllMusic. Good review. And you don't always have to have notable hits as what I call commercial fluff. I mean, there's some great songs that are commercial songs and whatnot, but I've never looked for any kind of big notable hit per se for an album to be worth its salt, So, with that said, let's hit up our next track, man. Our final track, that being Highway Song. Alright, Blackfoot, Highway Song. Let's get it. got that medley appeal from Freebird. Right on. It's got the same song, the same structure as that of Freebird. The strong instrumental outro / solo. Good formula. Good song. Highway song. These guys spend a lot of time on that carefree highway, don't they? All right, man. So, all right. So, Highway Song also appears on the album Strikes. So, I won't read album information again. So, let's just go to a review. All Music Review. All Music Review. Edward Rivadavia says, after missing the boat with Leonard Skinner, for whom he played drums early on, guitarist, singer Ricky Medlock formed Blackfoot, arguably the first all-Native American rock group. I didn't know that. The band struggled for almost a decade, playing run-of-the-mill Southern rock that they eventually injected with extra volume and attitude before signing with Atco, for whom they recorded their 1979 breakthrough, Strikes. Known as a ferocious live unit and probably the heaviest of Southern rock bands, Strikes also proved that Blackfoot could write great melodies for the gloomy Left Turn on a Red Light and the inspired cover versions of Free's Wishing Well. But the band's biggest hit would come in the form of the 7-minute Highway Song, a tune that was admittedly very reminiscent of Skinner's Freebird, hey, and that helped drive the album to gold status. Also of note is the harmonica performance of Shorty Medlock, Rick's grandfather, on his own blues, Train Train. Right on. Okay. Rest in peace, Mr. Medlock. That was a great song, man. Great song, yeah. And he said reminiscent. I say structure-wise, the song structure-wise. And it's when the guitar solo was just continuing, and after a while you realize, yeah, hey man, this got the flavor of Freebird, but the song structuring of that of Freebird. Really good stuff, man. So Freebird, the creation of Freebird, did it lend a little bit of contributions from Rick Medlock? Is that why this particular song, Highway Song, has that same kind of structuring and flavor to it? Or is it the other way around? Let me know about that. All right, man. Great quad. That concludes a look at Blackfoot. Great Southern rock band. Excellent sound. That carefree highway feeling, man. Yeah, you had me with Highway Song. Just took me. All these songs had that appeal. Let me just see what I got going on here, man. I got reactions I got to hit up for Jeff, Evelyn, Don, Freddie. Got a couple of new patrons I'm going to take care of as well. with the Led Zeppelin factor, I believe the next installment's going to be Coverdale Page album, and I believe that's Evelyn's recommendation. After that, I'm looking at doing Jimmy Page with the Black Crowes full album. I believe Finesse Muse sent me that. So that's what's in the chute for that. And the platform on the whole, like I said earlier, I want to get back to focusing again on my progressive rock. I did some ELPs back to back. I know I got a Rush reaction coming up soon. I want to hit up some more Southern rock, and I believe that Robert's got some Southern rock for me coming soon. And also on the Beyond Classic platform, I mentioned Warren Haynes. That's I'm going to be doing that in another day or so. And so, yeah, I'm slowly getting back. It only took me, it's July. I can't believe it, man. It's as if I've been sitting still for the last, since the beginning of the year. It's incredible how fast time flies, man. Unbelievable. You feel like you're missing things, and there's just not enough time in a day. I need 48 hours in a day to get shit done. Anyway, hey, this was great. I'm glad I got to this, and I'm glad I got this done. Akachita, thanks very much, man. I appreciate it. And Southern rock, hey, I always got time for this shit, let me tell you. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me, man. Hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed the hell out of this. Blackfoot is a fantastic Southern rock band and a great rock and roll band overall. Whether they're producing hits or not, the quality of what they're producing is up here, and that's all that matters to me. Anyways, have a good one, y'all. Take care, and I'll see you in my next reaction. Peace.